covenant, a promise of grace and reconciliation. That's what makes us acceptable to God. That's why when we say a prayer, we say it in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, because don't look my name.
I can't remember what I said. I'm Dinah, and I've been here for about 20 years, I would say. The reason that we came to Christ Community Church was that piece of being loved and accepted. So we were at a church that wasn't really able to accept my husband, who was an alcoholic and was trying to recover. So we came here, and it just, the minute we walked in the door, we felt that love and acceptance, and nobody judged us, they just welcomed us. And the story that I like to tell that just made me say I'm going to stay here forever. About the third week we were here, Mike had gone to treatment, and I wasn't really quite ready to say that's where he was. So someone asked, "Oh, where's Mike?" I said, "Oh, he's at school in Guelph." And then I finally said, "Where?" And this person didn't miss a beat and just said, "Well, then you need a place to go for supper tonight." And it just was a wonderful example of the love and acceptance that's here. And that's why I'm still here.
You're on.
My name's Leah, and I've been here about 37 years. We came to the first service here, and we really liked it, so we started coming here. We originally went to the First Reformed Church of St. Catherine's. While we've been here, I've been a Sunday school teacher. I've done that for over 40 years. And I also do the church books and pay all the bills. And I like decorating. And we just love being here because it's an outreach into the community and helping people that really need God in their lives.
I've been here for about 25 years. I came on an invitation from Pastor John, as well as my mother. I came looking for my mother one day with a minor problem, but Pastor John was able to help me out with it because Mom wasn't here. And a couple of weeks later I came, and the thing that got my interest the most, kind of blew me away, was and not just the love here, but the way that and in the communion, how he gets served last, and it's just very, very different. And that was one of the things that that had me interested in coming. And also they had Bible study, which I'd never gone to before in my life. And so I kept coming. I didn't really get involved in too much of anything until my husband passed away. He received the Lord a year on Easter Sunday, a year before he died. And I was so grateful for that. And I just want to serve the church as a way of thanksgiving to the Lord for what he's done in my life, in my family's life. And I serve by being secretary here, and God has seen me fit to put me in the position of deacon as well. So it's a learning curve. I'm learning a lot of things and enjoying and appreciating the love in this place.
I'm Bill. I'm Leah's husband. I've been here with her for 37 years. We started out coming to this church when it first began. My father-in-law was a member of the original steering committee that helped to establish the church here in Welland. Since that time, I've been part of the original Ephesians committee, which was kind of like our consistory when we were not an organized church yet, and have since served in leadership roles along the way as deacon and as elder, as well as helping out with the worship team and doing some odds and ends, repairs and stuff around the church. So we've been here for 37 years because this is where God called us to be. No other reason. God called us to be here, and we're going to be here. And we've enjoyed every step, every bump, every glitch along the way. Has made us stronger, made us better people, and hopefully we've had an impact here in Welland. And we will continue to follow the Lord's will and continue to work in this community as long as He deems it fit for us to do that.
I'm Sandy, and I have the shortest story here because I've been here not even quite a year. My story is different in the way that I was hired. Although at the time I was hired, I was already church shopping. Looking for a church that was more looking outwards than looking inwards, and Christ Community Church just fit that bill. And so being hired and looking for a church, you know, a lot of prayers were answered at that time. So just doubly convincing me that this is the place where I should be.
My name is Bill, and I've been here for 23 years with my wife Kathy and with our sons, who've since grown up and moved out too. We started here the first 5 years as a full-time associate pastor, and since then I've gone back to school, finished a teaching degree, and been doing that. So as associate pastor, did a lot of the assisting work, particularly with outreach, evangelism, different things in the church. Since then, I've been an elder and part of Greater Consistory on and off, and I've helped with some of the different things like Vacation Bible School and Friday nights out, occasional childcare and so forth, and really felt the uniqueness and blessing of things being here, the way God always answers needs, of being able to reach out in the community and the needs that we have here for the ministry we're called to, the financial needs, the way that so many people come and go and are changed, are transformed, become real giving people, and continue to be part of the blessings and the struggles and all the challenges, and see God working through Pastor Carson, different pastors, and in different ways we're called to meet the needs in this marginalized community.
I'm Kathy, and I have been at Christ Community Church for the past 23 years. This is the place where we raised our family, and this is home for us. And when I was speaking to Sandy, when she came and talked at our house, the way I describe Christ Community Church is it's much bigger than just Sunday morning. That church here is beyond the borders that we normally think of. And when we think about church just being a building or just on Sunday morning, we're thinking too small. And Christ Community Church is every day. And we get to be a part of that, and we get to see God working. And we get to be His hands and His feet. I'm honored to be part of the worship team here, but really we're just part of God's body. We get to be here in downtown Welland, but so many other churches are part of our ministry as well, as they get to be the other parts of the body, so that we can minister to people that are hurting in this area.